Everybody, my name is Jackie, and this is my personal vlogging channel called Living Life with Jackie. And I wanted to invite you to come along on a new journey that I'm starting on. And I've talked about this before and how I was going to do it. Talked with my physician about it. I've had some health problems as of late that have caused just huge amounts of fatigue and musculoskeletal issues. I have some other reasons that that has been happening, and I wanted to kind of run it by everybody and let you know what is happening. I do apologize, my puppy, and this chair is one of those chairs that you bump it, it turns. So he's been turning the chair around. So my apologies. And I think that, I had some changes in my health, so my physical activity levels just plummeted. So now here I am wanting to increase my activity level back up. I'm 68 years old in about another 2 weeks. And I just really wanted to increase my activity level and get to feeling better. So I had gained such a big chunk of weight, and I wasn't exactly my goal weight before. So I gained about 75 pounds. I need to get that weight back off. Now my weight got up to 225 this time. I am going to do another video about my health and weight history. I'm just going to kind of talk about what's happening today. Gained up to 225, and the last time I was at the doctor's office, I weighed 216. Now, I feel like I probably gained a little bit of weight since then. Now, since the time that I saw my doctor, I received my prescription for my GLP-1. So I'm going to be starting, and today is actually Thursday, but I want to do a weigh-in Wednesday every week. So starting next week, the video regarding my weight management will occur on Wednesdays. Now today, even though I have been trying to watch what I eat, I'm probably not doing a good job with portion control, or really counting out my proteins or anything like that, just simply because I'm at someone else's house and I am dog sitting. But that I've already made plans for how that's going to be taken care of. So first of all, let me talk about what my goals presently are. My first goal is just to get my portions under control and to follow the parameters for my nutritional status that my doctor has asked me to do. So he's asked me to keep my calories between 1,200 and 1,500 a day, and until I get my activity level increased up, he wants me to keep it towards the lower level. And then maybe there might be a splurge day every once in a while where I'm closer to 1,500 a day. He wants me to use a smaller plate for portion control, and he wants me to weigh and measure. So he doesn't think I need to weigh and measure forever, but he said for now, just until you get a better idea of the portions. He wants me to try and hit 100 grams of protein a day, and then just keep my fiber high. So I'm going to be focusing on my protein and my fiber. And that's a little bit hard right now. We're having a health scare when it comes to vegetables right now, which is where you get most of your fiber from. When you're going to eat raw vegetables, something that you can peel the peel off of and that you can really clean very well. But they're saying that even that may, there's a good chance that may not get rid of it. It's an actual a parasite, type of a parasite that seems to have, I guess it's a parasite that is out there anyway, normally, but it's kind of out of control right now. There's a lot more cases of it than there usually are. And I'm a salad eater, but I also have a lot of stomach problems, so I'm very leery. Last night I ate some raw tomato and some raw cucumber, and I just really cleaned off the outside, and I also peeled the cucumber. So we will see what happens. I'm going to be eating ham, a piece of ham with an egg, and I'm going to cut up some cucumber and tomatoes, and that's my plan for dinner tonight, but we'll see. So today I'm going to be injecting the Mounjaro. I really wanted to be started on a different medication, but my physician prefers to try this one first, and if I need to take the other medicine, then we'll talk about it if the Mounjaro doesn't work. And one of the reasons that I wanted to take the other one that I cannot see, it starts with a T, I just can't say it, is that it has supposedly some anti-inflammatory effects, that some people that have some inflammatory arthritic or rheumatic type diseases, that there's a component in that combination, the way that medication is built, that actually is an anti-inflammatory effect. Anyway, he really did not want to do that. He wanted me to do Mounjaro. So that's what I have, and I'm about to take my shot here in a few minutes. What I'm going to do on this video is I'm not going to take my shot in front of you or anything like that. Just know I'm taking my shot today, and it'll be every Wednesday that I do take my shot. I will be doing a weigh-in. I will be checking in with you and doing a weigh-in. And then there'll be another day of the week. And usually that will be Sundays that I do a menu planning, and I do a prep for getting ready for the rest of the week. And then on Saturdays, I do my grocery haul. So I may rearrange that a little bit and do my menu planning on the same day I do my grocery haul. And then on Sundays, I'll post a video from the week before of what I ate during that week. So I hope that makes sense. So that's kind of what we're going to do. This is going to end up being around 3 videos a week. It's just hard to do it this week because I'm not home. So, but I'll be going home Friday evening. And so I'll be able to meal plan. I don't need to buy any groceries this week, so I will be shopping from my refrigerator and my freezer. And the video that you see will be shopping from my pantry, because I don't need to buy anything this week. And then starting in August, when I do my grocery shopping, I'll start doing grocery hauls that way. So you can see what I'm buying for my meal plan and all of that. And starting next week, I'll also be showing you a meal plan. But for today, I wanted to go ahead and I want to show you what was recommended to me to get as far as my weight. And it's one of those things that measures your body composition, and it gives you a whole other lot of details about the biological condition of your body, the real age of your body, and it shows how doing your lifestyle changes is maybe improving that. So a lot of people the age, the condition of their bodies with their current lifestyle is actually older than their stated age. And they're trying to show you how, if you follow a better lifestyle in multiple different ways, by the way, but in particular, this will focus on nutrition and keeping your weight at a normal level, how that gradually makes your body either, sometimes, decrease in age, helps, you live a little bit longer maybe. Now, I don't know if I hope for too much of that, because I'm kind of starting on this, it's such a late phase in life, in that I'm going to be 68 in just a couple weeks. I have lived a healthier lifestyle for periods of time during my life, but not consistently where it's really done in me any much good at all, actually. I'd say the longest period of time I went was 5 years, where I felt like I was eating very healthfully. But what I'm hoping for is that I can live the rest of my retirement just more healthfully and abundantly, and live the life that God would have me to live. And I think feeling better will afford me a better opportunity to serve God and give God back because God has given me so much. And I just want him to know, and I believe he does know, how much he means to me, how much I love him, and how much, despite the way I have behaved throughout my life, he has continued to do for me. And so I would like to give back. And you do that by giving to the community around you in different ways. So that's kind of where I'm at right now. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to get this device. It's a scale, but it's so much more. And I'm going to get it, and I'm going to show it to you. And then I will figure out how to use it and get it set up, and I will show you, give you all the numbers that it gives me, tell you what it means, and that will give you the baseline that we're starting from. And then next week we'll do the same measurements again. Now I'm not expecting some of them to change hardly at all. But I'm hoping what I ultimately see, very slowly, I do understand that, is an improvement in those numbers. It's a way for me as a person that this is how my brain works, is I can see this and see the improvement if I were to graph it all out. And I may get some graph paper and do that in my weight loss journal, my health journal. And next week I will have that health journal all set up. I bought some things to do that with, and that's at home. So we'll get that all set up. Hi everybody, this is Jackie. I wanted to show you this device that was recommended that I use to do my weights. I've been seeing a physical therapist, and this is who recommended this to me. I'm not sponsored in any way. I just wanted to show it to you. It is quite expensive, but I was able to get a discount on it because my physical therapist recommended it through my Advantage plan. But it did not give me, did not buy it for me. Just gave me sort of like a coupon. Anyway, but they also have different coupons through different sellers where you can get 20% off. I happened to get an excellent deal on mine because at the same time that I got the coupon from the that I mentioned, there was a sale going on, and they honored the coupon just along with the sale. But it was still well over $100. But I've seen them priced well over $300. Now they have a band that goes with it if you want it. I did not get the band. It seems like the information that it has is just an easier to access what I think is on the app that goes with this. but it also takes measurements of your body when you're exercising and doing some things like that, which I did like the idea of doing that. But the band right now is on sale for $299, and that was the sale price. It was very expensive in my book, and you couldn't use it as a watch at the same time. So that meant that would have been a secondary band that you had to wear in addition to your watch. So I just didn't care for the design of it, and I would like to watch for a better price on it. That's why I did not get the band, but it does sound like it does a great job. I just think that's a shortcoming on it, that you can't use it as a watch at the same time, because you just end up with, you know, I just don't like having both of my wrists taken up by either this band that looks like a watch, and then also the other wrist taken up by a watch. So didn't care for that design that much. I might consider buying it if the price goes down a little bit and they can get it to, or a much better sale happens, kind of what happened with this. This is called the Hume Body Pod, is what this is called. So if a sale happens better than this one, and they can get it set up to where that you can tell time with it. And I do apologize. I cannot get any of I'm doing dog sitting here, and they're actually playing with a ball. They aren't fighting. They're just very noisy, and I do apologize. So here it is. I have already opened the box because I needed to make sure that everything was here and before I did it. And so I still have to they don't come with any instructions. That's another thing I'm going to say right off. I don't care about this. I think getting it set up and learning how to operate it is totally done through an app that I have to connect via Bluetooth from my phone to this scale. So I don't really care for that much, but that aspect of it. But we'll see how it all works. I'll figure out what all this stuff is for. This came in the box. Of course, a charging cable, no wall plug-in, which has become so typical. And I'm sorry, when things cost as much as this, put the electrical cube in to plug it into the wall, guys. Come on. And don't cheap out with such a short cord. You can't have, it just shouldn't be cheaped out with such a short cord. I'm sorry. That just, the whole way, these companies giving you things that have to be kept charged. And this is what they provide. A short cord and no charging block to plug it into the wall with. And, that's just not right for the prices these things are. And then this came with it. So I've got to figure out what all this is for. Now, this thing has a thing that you hold, and this is how it scans your body. And then there's this base piece. So that it does look really cool, really modern. So here it is. It had a plastic bag over it. It was very well packaged. I will say in the mail, this box here was damaged on one of the corners. Oh, you can see the ceiling fan reflecting on there. I'm so sorry. It says, please charge for 5 minutes or more if it's not turning on. So we'll see when I get it set up. I think you have to actually stand on it to find out if it's already charged or not. There's not anything here that tells you. Nothing. It says here, getting started, but it just says, download the app and follow the directions, excuse my hiccups, in the app. Which I already have the app downloaded, so we'll see if I can get that to work. So once I get it set up, I will be right back with you. But and I will tell you what all this information that you can get from this, and I'll include some snapshots of the information that this device gives you. Because there's, I think, some pictures on the app I can do a screenshot to tell us that. All right, we'll talk to you guys. Be back in a few minutes with that information, and we will do our first weigh-in on this. Okay, everybody, I want to thank you for watching. Please click subscribe and like, and we will see you next week. Meanwhile, don't forget about the budgeting videos. I didn't do any cash stuffing this month because once I paid out all my bills, there was nothing left. But next month kind of starts my recovery. So I think that's when all of that will start to take form and become more practical to do. So be sure and watch out for a continuation of those. And without further ado, we will see you in a few days where I'll talk about my next week's menu. And I will shop my pantry for my groceries. And you'll see what all I'm going to use over the next week. And y'all take care. And may God bless you. Bye-bye.